It is time to leave your worries outside and come laugh with us inside the treehouse. I'm Dan O'Malley, along with Trey Trinholm and Raj Sharma on a Tuesday, October 22nd, 2024. Happy Tuesday to you. And
Same to you.
And to you. I would like to start today with something my wife sent me. And because my wife sent me this thing, I'm not sure what to think about it, but I do know there's a lot to unpack. There's a lot to unload with the thing that my wife sent to me. One is the item itself. And two, what does it mean? What is she trying to tell me? The item in question is known as the Krapp Strap. This is an invention that came through on my wife's Instagram feed that she then shared with me. And just so you get an idea of not only what exactly it is, but what it looks like, I'm going to show you now, Raj and Trey. The Krapp Strap is for the outdoorsman in your life. It is basically a harness that attaches to a tree or a solid object. You wrap the strap around the tree, and then it's got sort of a backrest. You know what? This looks kind of like a slingshot.
Yeah.
Without the stick, except I guess the stick is the person. So you've got a strap that loops around a tree, and you've got a padded backrest that you lean up against on your lower back, and then you squat and do your business in the woods.
I see.
The Krapp Strap looks like something completely made up. A tree pooping strap to help you poo in nature hands-free. And someone went to the trouble of putting a mannequin in some camo and strapped the Krapp Strap to the mannequin and has it mimicking going number 2 in the woods using the Krapp Strap.
I see.
And I have to say, I'm impressed that they took the time to get a mannequin and do that.
Yeah, I had to look and make sure it was a mannequin. I was like, that is a really unhealthy dude.
I think he's done. Someone needs to unstrap him.
Yeah.
He's sick.
He needs to go to a hospital. Like,
so that's what happened to Powder.
He's really fallen on some hard times.
Yeah.
He goes.
Why not?
Oh yeah. Go ahead.
Why not just lean up against the tree?
This is meant to make it to where you don't have to lean up against a rough tree. This is supposed to be more comfortable, because not only is this just some random, internet meme. This is a real product, the Krapp Strap. So real, in fact, that as I did some Googling, I found that you can actually buy the Krapp Strap on Amazon. But you need to be careful because there are imitators. But on Amazon, the Krapp Strap, which ideally you should spell it Krapp, and then the strap, STRAP. According to its Amazon post, the ultimate outdoor comfort, hands-free, portable toilet solution, durable and versatile, perfect for camping, hiking, travel, fishing, hunting, and more, made in the USA for $69.99.
Wow. Okay.
The Krapp Strap is the ultimate outdoor comfort. Transform your business into leisure with the Krapp Strap, the pinnacle of outdoor bathroom solutions. Its unrivaled comfort and convenience are truly a game changer. Hands-free relaxation, featuring an extra-large padded backrest. Securely lean back and relax while taking care of nature's call. Enjoy a hands-free bathroom break like never before. Instant accessibility. Our ingeniously designed pockets keep toilet paper and necessities within reach. Yes, there are pockets on this thing.
Oh, yeah. Why wouldn't there be? Oh, and you can trailer hitch.
So it's not just something that you can attach to a tree. It's any solid object. So If you don't have a tree around, but you do have a trailer hitch you want to tie your Krapp Strap to, you can do that. I think you just want to make sure that your buddies don't decide to play the stop-start game with you attached to it.
Yeah, that was my thought. Like, I would just take off.
This also has superior strength. Crafted from high-quality nylon, our tree strap confidently supports up to 400 pounds. Depend on its robust construction for unparalleled reliability and peace of mind. Now, like anything on Amazon, there's something you need to keep in mind. You need to make sure that you are ordering the real deal and not a cheap imitation from China. Because I've gone down that hole, and there are some cheap imitators
of the Krapp Strap.
Of the Krapp Strap. You need to make sure you get the real one that is made and distributed by Airboss Motion Decoys. Now, the other reason why I know about this is because they were on Shark Tank. And not only were they on Shark Tank, the guys who created the Krapp Strap, they got a deal.
Did they really?
They absolutely did. They went on Shark Tank. I think it was 2023, so like a year or so ago, and they were pitching a 10% stake in Krapp Strap for $65,000.
Wow!
So imagine in all the years that Shark Tank has been on, imagine all the people that have gone on Shark Tank and got a no from everybody.
Yeah, like the guy who invented the Ring doorbell. He was told no.
Yeah, but the makers of the Krapp Strap, they got a deal.
Which shark gave him the deal? Do you know?
It was Lori Greiner,
of course,
and I forget his name. Damon John.
Ah, okay.
Lori Greiner, who invested in the Squatty Potty on the show in 2014, and Damon John, who said he was the only outdoors person here when they were being pitched the product. Together, the two investors offered a total of $65,000 for 35% of the Krapp Strap. The creator of the Krapp Strap is 82-year-old Keith Lindsay, and then also his partner, Mr. Legg.
Mr. Legg?
Yeah, that's his last name.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And so they actually countered that offer with 25%. Greiner responded with 33.3%, and the Krapp Strap duo accepted. Of course, there's two of them.
That's what I want to be known as, the Krapp Strap duo. That's something you want to grow up to be.
Well, I believe part of their slogan is the number one accessory for doing number two.
Wow,
outdoors, catchy.
Yeah. It is. It's catchy.
Yeah, I mean, and you are a camping fella. You and the lady go to the outdoors.
We do now. Typically, in the camping that we've done, it was more of the glamping style, like the tent camping. When we did that, the places we went had bathrooms and things, so we never needed the Krapp Strap.
Gotcha.
And then when we eventually went from tent into RV, the RVs that we had those had toilets.
Gotcha.
So we didn't ourselves have a need for a Krapp Strap, but I will say it's probably not a bad thing to keep in your emergency kit in the car just in case. In
case
you break down and you really got to go number two and there's nowhere to go. I'm just trying to think of situations where you might need a Krapp Strap, mainly because I know your birthday's coming up, Raj, and by coming up, I mean today. And I know you've always said how I'd never get you anything for your birthday, so this is immediately shot to the top of the list.
No, and this is the point where I'm like, I wish you wouldn't get me anything, because I don't outdoors. I don't do that. That's not a brown people thing. We don't.
Well, I understand that, but I'm just saying that's why I'm saying this could be part of your emergency preparedness kit. If something happens to where you need to go and you don't have a spot, you could strap the Krapp Strap to something, and then now you've got a place to go.
I would have nowhere. I don't have a hitch on the car and I don't know if I will be near a tree in this emergency. So I would just squat like they do in Asia. I would just squat on my own. I would not need the strap. I would not need the Krapp Strap. I would not. There's not a situation in my mind where I'm like, hey, hand me the Krapp Strap. Like that those words will never come out of my mouth.
One of these days, you're going to be dangling off a cliff, and you're going to wish you had a Krapp Strap.
Trust me, if I'm dangling off a cliff, I've already crapped myself. Don't worry about it.
You're in the Treehouse. Visit us online at treehouseonair.com.
833 Cook DFW. That's the phone number you need to use to contact Daniel Cook from Cook DFW Roofing and Restoration for that free roof inspection. Daniel, I know that people are looking around their property and thinking, is there anything I need to do, anything I need to catch up on now that I'm not melting in the summer heat? And also kind of coinciding with people re-upping their insurance. Now's a great time to catch up on those things and have you come out and take a look, right?
Dan, I know a lot of people I've been talking to lately are thinking of renewing their insurance with different companies. They've been searching rates. Everybody is concerned with the insurance costs going up, rightfully so. I mean, everybody's rates are going up 20 and 25%, 40%, I've heard. But the one thing I always caution our clients with and people I talk to is please, please, please make sure you have us come out, check your property, make sure you do not have any hidden damage, or if you might qualify for a roof replacement before you switch policies. If you switch policies with a different carrier and you then have a problem down the road in 4, 5, 6 months after having them, and if you have not had a weather event while having their coverage, they will not cover your old damage. And then what happens? You have to go back to the company that you canceled and say, hey, sorry, by the way, I know I canceled you about 4 or 5 months ago, but I got damage when I had you as my carrier, and my current insurance company is telling me I have to call you for that. Well, I don't know about you, but that could be a slippery road, and I wouldn't want to go down that path. So do yourself a favor, have us come out, check your roof, check your property, especially if you're going to be switching carriers, or it's even just as important before you renew your policy, because more than likely your deductible and your premium are going to go up and your dwelling cost. And that's going to offset a lot of the stuff that you could be saving money on if you have us come out now.
So do that. Give Daniel Cook a call and let them come help you to take care of that roof. It is extremely important. 833-COOK-DFW. 833-COOK-DFW, or once again, that website, cookdfw.com.
You're in the Treehouse. Visit us online at treehouseonair.com.
That first segment is brought to you by Fair Lease. To get your new vehicle to save time and money, get it from Fair Lease. Fairlease.org is the website. Lease, the no-hassle way from Fair Lease. And the Treehouse is driven 5 days a week by Fair Lease. The website, again, is fairlease.org. All right, now that I've told you about the Krapp Strap, in semi-unrelated, yet also maybe kind of sort of related news, you guys remember Green Day's debut album, Dookie?
Mm-hmm.
I remember when that album came out, I thought, I'm surprised that they were able to release an album named Dookie.
Mm-hmm.
By today's standards, it could be, I don't know, faced, pimpled ass, and in the face butt, and it would probably be fine for everywhere. Target may not carry it, but they probably still, put it through. But it is the 30th anniversary to make us all feel old. The 30th anniversary of Green Day's phenomenal album Dookie, and they're celebrating with a re-release. So get all your number 2 and poo and relief puns ready to roll. But the way they're doing this re-release is pretty fantastic. Green Day is celebrating the 30th anniversary of their album Dookie by re-releasing the songs on outdated technology.
Okay.
Super outdated technology. We're not talking about just on a record, okay?
Okay.
They took this to a whole new level, and I give them a huge amount of credit for it. Not only are they re-releasing the album Dookie on outdated technology, but they're calling it demastered versions of each song. So each song individually from the album is being re-released on its own specific antiquated piece of technology. All right.
Okay.
So I'm going to give you the entire song breakdown and the piece of technology that's outdated that they're releasing it on. You ready? Here we go. Burnout is on a player piano roll.
Okay.
Yeah. Having a Blast, the song Having a Blast on a floppy disk.
That's great.
Yeah. The song Chump is on a Teddy Ruxpin. All right. Who had a Teddy Ruxpin? I did. I think you guys might have been too old for the Teddy Ruxpin.
No, I just didn't have one.
Oh, okay.
But it's adorable that you did. Danny had a big pencil and a Teddy Ruxpin.
I did. I had a big pencil with my name on it, so it wouldn't be confused with anybody else's normal size pencils. And I had a Teddy Ruxpin, who was a very good friend of mine. The reason why I figured you guys would be too old for it, because I think when Teddy Ruxpin came out, I was still single digits, and I think you guys would have been like around 10 or so, maybe 11. So I kind of figure you guys would have been too old for when the Teddy Ruxpin had.
Yeah, I think that one passed me by.
Yeah. Longview. The song Longview is on a doorbell.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me go back to my list here. Welcome to Paradise is on a Game Boy cartridge.
That's hilarious.
Pulling Teeth is on a toothbrush. Basket Case is on a Big Mouth Billy Bass. This may be one of the great examples of great marketing that I've ever heard, because it's one thing just to re-release an album, and usually when entertainment entities re-release things on anniversaries, they'll do some sort of special packaging, you know. They might find some new features like on a movie or something, a new behind the scenes something, or special collector's edition box something with different art, whatever.
Right.
Green Day has truly taken this to a whole new level. The song She is on a hit clip.
I don't know what that is.
I didn't know what a hit clip was either, and I thought I knew all these things. It looks sort of like a two-way walkie-talkie radio.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
It was a digital audio player created by Tiger Electronics that plays low-fidelity, mono, 1-minute clips of usually teen pop hits from exchangeable cartridges.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. So that's how deep the re-release of Dookie goes.
Yeah.
What is it, Trey?
No 8-track?
That's what I was about to say.
Sassafras Roots. The song Sassafras Roots from the Dookie album is on an 8-track tape.
Yeah.
When I Come Around, one of their biggest hits of all time, is on a super old school wax cylinder.
Where can you play this?
I really don't know. I really don't. Like some of the, like, I'm not even sure where you'd find a hit clip to play that previous song. Coming Clean is on an X-Ray record.
Okay.
I that's one of those, I didn't know what an X-Ray record was either. I remember Laserdisc. But an X-Ray record was also known as Music on Ribs, or it's also known as Ribs, Bones, or Bone, an improvised gramophone recording made from X-ray films, mostly made through the 50s and 60s. Ribs were a black market method of smuggling and distributing music that was banned from broadcast in the Soviet Union.
Jesus. Okay.
Banned artists include Pyotr Leshenko and Alexander Vertinsky, and Western artists such as Elvis, the Beatles, the Rolling Stones, the Beach Boys, Ella Fitzgerald, and Chubby Checker.
Yes, because you know how controversial Chubby Checker was back in the day.
You don't want him, turning the Soviet Union blue.
Yeah, you don't want him twisting in the USSR.
In the End from the Dookie album is on mini disc, which Trey and I know all too well.
Yeah, I remember the mini disc.
Yeah, I don't even know if mini disc was something that was even that widely used for the general public consumer. We used it in radio way back in the day, but I don't really remember ever seeing it in anybody's. I don't remember seeing a mini disc player in anybody's living room ever. We had them at the radio station, and when we had them at the radio station, they were like 10, 15, 20 years old at that time.
Yeah, I saw a mini disc Walkman. I saw those as well. Like you could take the little mini disc. Like they tried to sell that. I think there was even a commercial for Sony that had like, this is the latest technology and it doesn't get more advanced than this. And I'm like, that's gonna end soon.
Yeah, and then you blinked and then you're like, I have a CD.
Yeah. Mini disc was the beta of Betamax of audio.
Yeah.
And you know what killed Betamax? I found this out. I was watching like the 80s or whatever it was on CNN. You know what killed Betamax? Porn. Porn was easier to put on VHS.
Yes, that's actually, I'm glad you brought that up, because porn has been at the forefront of technology its entire time, because porn was the reason why, like you just said, that VHS took off and Betamax didn't, because porn did VHS.
It was easier.
Same thing happened with DVDs when it was Blu-ray versus I think it was HD discs, Trey. I forget what it was. And porn went with Blu-ray, and so Blu-ray took off. Well, the other one, went limp. So if there's ever two pieces of technology coming out, whichever one porn goes with is the one that's going to be the winner. That's the one that's going to come out on top.
And generally, whichever one the media goes with is the loser. Because TV went Betamax.
Yeah.
Radio.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. You had all these local TV stations with their Betamax cameras going, well, what the?
Yeah.
Got beat by porn yet again. The last couple songs from the Dookie album being re-released on random outdated technology. FOD is on a Fisher-Price record. All by Myself is in a music box, and Aminius Sleepus is on an outright answering machine. I don't know if I've ever wanted an album more, but I'm just going to be surrounded by a whole bunch of pieces of crap that I can't do anything with but listen to that one song.
So you have to buy each one of these things individually, or are they putting them in a package?
I am not sure.
Okay, because I mean, if I have to go buy one of these, like, I don't know where you play a wax roll. I don't know where that.
Oh, the wax cylinder. Oh, here it is. Here's the answer. You have to buy the actual physical media the songs are recorded on. So if you want to hear Chump, you have to actually buy the Teddy Ruxpin and listen to the song through it. Each song is only available in limited quantities, and you have to enter a drawing for the opportunity to purchase them. Teddy Ruxpin, by the way, is the most expensive item at $99. Some are as low as $19, like the floppy disk and the 8-track. You can enter at dookiedemastered.com, but you have to do so by Friday.
I didn't think the Teddy Ruxpin cost $99 when it came out, and that was revolutionary.
No, it definitely didn't cost that much when it first came out, but these are all nostalgic high-price items now, so it's not just the song that you're getting, but you're getting a piece of nostalgic history that is not so easy to come by.
Yeah, that's I'm surprised there wasn't a Furby. That would have been a good one if they would have released one of the songs on a Furby. I think those are still available and around. They were supposed to be worth like $1 billion one day, and now they're worth nothing. So
yeah, the Furbies along with the Beanie Babies.
Those are actually worth a lot of money. That's the crazy stupid part. Is those some of them are actually worth dumb money. I don't know who decided this, but yeah.
It's the same. It's the same thought process behind NFTs. As long as you have enough people that think they're worth something, then they become worth something.
Well, I wonder how Diddy's going to get all of his albums on baby oil. That's going to be hard to play.
It's going to be slippery.
You're listening to The Treehouse. Visit us online at treehouseonair.com.
Let's get Jacqueline from Brooks Plumbing into the Treehouse now. For any and all of your plumbing wants and needs, give her a call, 214-368-3838, the website, brooksplumbingtexas.com. I know that there are some obvious signs of a water leak, Jacqueline, but are there some more subtle signs that someone needs to pay attention to in their home?
Okay, this is a fun game. Mold in a closet or a room you haven't been in recently. Hot floors. If it's not a hot floor, if you have a pet that's like suddenly very obsessed with laying in the same spot, because as you know, dogs will gravitate, or cats can gravitate, mainly dogs are going to gravitate to either hot or cold spots because they're like, ooh, this is nice. So if you've got a cold water slab leak in the summer, your dog might gravitate to laying on that area because the floor is going to be cooler than it is elsewhere. Same thing with the hot spots. Cats will typically all of a sudden become super obsessed with certain spots on the floor because it's warmer there, and cats love a good cozy spot. Dripping. If you have a 2-story house and you see any dripping, that's always a fun one.
Some discoloration, perhaps.
Yes. While I think we specialize in residential service, where we really shine is with slab leaks or leak investigations. That's what I love to do the most because every case is a little bit different.
214-368-3838 is the number for Brooks Plumbing. 214-368-3838. And again, that website, brooksplumbingtexas.com.
You're in the Treehouse. Visit us online at treehouseonair.com.
The previous segment brought to you by Cook DFW Roofing and Restoration. To get your free roof inspection and to get yourself on the Cook list, call Daniel and Kerry Cook at 833-COOK-DFW. That's 833-COOK-DFW. The website, cookdfw.com, for Cook DFW Roofing and Restoration. Have you ever wanted to stick it to your old job? I think we all can say yes. We've wanted to do that. Well, one lady thought she was doing that, and things have now kind of turned on her. There's a woman who was laid off. This is she's from the UK. She was recently laid off by her employer, IAG. That's the parent company of British Airways. She filed a claim against them, arguing that they breached an equity law.
Okay.
But the thing that started all of this was she sued her former employer because they didn't send her a farewell card.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. There is, of course, a lot more to this story. An employment tribunal looked into it. Okay, first of all, it ain't America when there's an employment tribunal.
Yes. That sounds very British.
Yeah. Everything's got to be very formal and buttoned up. An employment tribunal. An employment tribunal looked into her situation and discovered that the company did have a card for her. But since only 2 or 3 people were willing to sign it, they decided not to give it to her.
Aw, poor girl. She had no friends at work.
No. So she sued her former employer because she didn't get a farewell card. But after going through this entire process, the company said they passed her card around, but no one wanted to sign it.
That's so sad.
And because of that, they opted not to give her the card, figuring that giving her that card would be worse than not giving her one at all. And I think that also seems like a very British thing to do. It's, sorry, we've sacked you. Here's a farewell card. Like, I've been laid off a couple of times in my life, and not once did I get a farewell card, unless you count the station. Unless you think a farewell card would be the station you were fired from changing its format within 18 months of letting you go in the first place. That was a decent farewell card, but I don't think that was necessarily meant to be one. That's as close as I've gotten to a farewell card.
Honestly, the story, it sounds more Canadian. Like a farewell card getting fired, that seems very Canadian.
You know what? That is very accurate. And, considering how the British started Canada and all that, that makes sense.
No, if it was Canadian, everybody would just apologize in the card. Like, so, so sorry that we had to lay you off. So everybody would have.
And in Canada, everyone would have actually signed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In England, nobody cares. That's sad. Poor lady.
Yeah. You might be wondering, are farewell cards a big deal in England? It doesn't sound like it, but it was a big deal to this lady. In addition to the farewell card claim, she sued the company, bringing 40 complaints against them for things like sexual harassment, victimization, and unfair dismissal. And it seems like she had a number of issues with coworkers, including igniting an argument with one because they corrected her spelling in another card for a different colleague. Also, her boss said there was nothing to her complaints, saying she'd harbored a conspiracy theory mentality and mistook normal workplace interactions for harassment. In any event, the judge tossed her case, and it was determined that she was appropriately laid off. 2 other workers were also let go at the same time, and they also found that her position had become redundant in a company restructure. The judge also ruled that the acts cited in her claim either did not happen, or if they did, were innocuous interactions in the normal course of employment. Would either of you like to guess the name of the lady who sued her former employer for not giving her a farewell card?
Karen.
It's good to know that they have them in England as well.
Yeah, I think that's where they started.
But like most things here in America, we just do them better.
Yeah.
If I'm an attorney for the other side, though, I sent her a card with, she lost, saying, sorry.
Farewell to your case.
Yeah.
You're listening to The Treehouse. Visit us online at treehouseonair.com.
If you thought 2024 couldn't get any scarier, you were wrong. Back for its 36th year, Hangman's House of Horrors is the best haunted house experience in DFW. Hangman's House of Horrors isn't just an award-winning haunted house. They have something for everyone, including an interactive art exhibit called The Beauty of Horror that would make even Vincent van Gogh cry and cut his other ear off. And you can test your zombie apocalypse skills in their Outbreak exhibit. Hangman's House of Horrors is located at 4400 Blue Mound Road in Fort Worth and is open every weekend through November 2nd. For more information and to buy tickets starting at just $39, visit hangmans.com. That's hangmans.com.
Do it. You're listening to The Treehouse. Visit us online at treehouseonair.com.
That previous segment of The Treehouse is brought to you by Brooks Plumbing. For any and all of your plumbing wants and needs, call Jacqueline at Brooks Plumbing today. The number, 214. Oh, my God, I just forgot the number. 214. I have had a 368-3838. 214-368-3838. That's right. Worst case scenario, just go to the website, brooksplumbingtexas.com. That is brooksplumbingtexas.com. For any and all of your plumbing wants and needs, call Brooks Plumbing. All right. I saw this a couple of days ago, and I thought, I think that would make for a really good versus on the show between Raj and Trey.
All right.
And I think I'm set. It is time inside the Treehouse for verses. Although now that I'm thinking about it, that music that we normally do for our games doesn't quite fit. So I think this would actually be better for today's Halloween version of verses. I'm going to show you a photograph, And you have to tell me, would you rather go upstairs or downstairs? Okay.
Okay.
In this photograph, upstairs is Michael Myers. Downstairs is Jason Voorhees.
Okay.
So you are stuck in a stairwell. You're on the landing between upstairs and downstairs. Upstairs, Michael Myers from the Halloween film franchise, and downstairs is Jason Voorhees with the hockey mask and all from the Friday the 13th film franchise.
Gotcha.
So I'm going to let you guys think about this. If you are stuck in a dark, creepy stairwell, in order to make any attempt at an escape, which direction are you going to go? Up with Michael Myers or down and try to go through Jason Voorhees from Friday the 13th? It's okay. You can think out loud here. I'd like to hear your thought process.
I would like to go outside.
That is not an option, sir.
Okay.
There are no windows. There might be a window behind Michael Myers upstairs. Downstairs where Jason Voorhees is probably a door. So, I mean, either way, you're going to have to go through one of them. There is not a window behind you to either throw yourself out of or slit your own throat with.
Well, then if that, it looks like a window behind Michael Myers. So if I ran up the stairs fast enough and then pushed him through the window and he went out, then that's what I would do. And then I would just, I guess, follow behind him.
Kind of like, I forget, I have seen this in the movies before where they shove somebody out of a window from like a third or fourth story, but you ride them and you land on them so they absorb the blow and you take less of impact.
Yeah, that's what I would do. I would go up the stairs.
You're going up the stairs. Trey, what about you? Are you going upstairs and facing off with Michael Myers, or are you going downstairs and try to go through Jason Voorhees?
I'm going downstairs. I'm going to have the height advantage and momentum and gravity on my side.
You think you're going to have the height advantage?
Well, if I'm coming downstairs, I'm going to be higher than he is.
Oh, I see. You've got the high ground. That actually makes a lot of sense. I understand that thought process. I thought you were thinking that I'm giving you the option of going upstairs against Michael Myers or downstairs with Jason Voorhees from the first film when he was just a little boy.
No.
This is from like Jason part 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and on up where it's big Jason. So yeah, that makes sense. You got the high ground. I like that.
But didn't he kill somebody with a spear once? So like if you're coming at him, even if you have the high ground, he could just like straight up stick a spear in your gut.
And you don't think Michael Myers could?
He just carries a knife.
He just stabbed straight down on you.
Yeah.
I see. This is where I think having an extensive knowledge of both film franchises might help, because I do know that in seeing the majority of the Jason Friday the 13th films, all the different weapons that he's used.
Yes.
Michael Myers, like you said, Raj, I don't really recall him using anything other than, say, a really big kitchen knife.
One knife pony. That's what he is right there.
One knife pony. Jason Voorhees, in my mind, I can remember him using a spear gun. That was at the beginning of Jason Part 8, by the way. Jason Takes Manhattan. Obviously, a machete was his preferred weapon. But I've also killed people with his bare. I've also seen Jason kill people with his bare hands, which I'm sure Michael Myers is capable of because he's also got that superhuman strength, apparently. Neither one of them are very quick runners.
Yes, I've never seen either of them run.
But since you're stuck in a stairwell, the running thing doesn't really come into play.
And if he comes straight down with the knife, I've had 3 self-defense classes, so I know how to. I know
you
how
can
to block.
parry it.
I know how to block and shove.
I like how when you make the block motion, all you're doing is the wax off. So I think your 3 self-defense classes was 3 episodes of Cobra Kai.
No, it was just one full version of the first movie. And I practiced in my living room, and that's how I will defend from a knife. That's what I will do. I will quickly do this, and that will catch him off guard. He'll be like, "Oh my God, he knows how to use the defense mechanism for my knife. I'm going to let this man pass."
Gotcha.
So,
I think I'm going to let my ignorance shine. If this were me, I think I'm going to try to go upstairs and take on Michael Myers, partly because I've seen Jason Voorhees kill more people
Yes.
And then I have Michael Myers. Like with Jason Voorhees, I saw him also in Jason Takes Manhattan, which is part 8, where he kills somebody with a spear gun. I also saw him punch a dude's head clean off, which was truly phenomenal. I've also seen him kill someone in a mattress. He folded the dude up in a bed. That killed him. I don't want to die like that. No, there's no mattress in that stairwell, but still. I also, I've seen Jason Voorhees kill people with other people. Like there was in Jason, when Jason Goes to Space.
Yeah.
In Jason X, granted it was a hologram, but he took one chick that was in a sleeping bag and killed her by beating another chick in a sleeping bag with her.
Yeah.
But hang on, Raj, you've seen Jason Goes to Space?
No.
Okay.
No, I was making fun of Nan.
I thought you had. I thought finally there was a movie like where the Venn diagram of things I've watched and things you've watched finally intersected, and I thought I had a Jason X brother.
No, you're the only one that saw that movie. They like the cast didn't go to the premiere. Like,
you don't even think the family members or the people in the movie saw the film?
No, the producers didn't go. Like you were the only person in that movie theater, and that was actually the premiere of the movie. That's what it was.
You and the
cast
grip.
was like, yeah, you and the guy that ran the dolly. That's and he was just doing that for the overtime. Like it's union, they had to go.
Yeah, catering audit the hours.
All right, it's time that you guys start seeing some movies that I've seen.
No, we don't want to give Hollywood a false sense of hope. Like there's more people. When you purchased your ticket for Jason X, somewhere in Hollywood, they went, see, one person went. And then the other person went, was it Dan?
You're listening to The Treehouse. Visit us online at treehouseonair.com.
You're in the Treehouse. Visit us online at treehouseonair.com.
Be sure to check out DFW's Best Haunted House, Hangman's House of Horrors in Fort Worth, now open Friday, Saturday, Sunday through November 2nd. That is Hangman's House of Horrors in Fort Worth, open Friday, Saturday, Sunday, now through November 2nd in its 36th year. Hangman's House of Horrors. For more info, go to hangmans.com. That is hangmans.com. Raj, what was that question you asked me in the break?
It may sound silly, but in the Jason X, Jason in Space, how does one Jason Voorhees manage to get to space?
I'm glad you asked, because you've done the Hollywood thing for a while, so you understand pitch meetings and you know the creative process, how something goes from just an idea to a full-blown Hollywood production. You've been involved in those. So in order for Jason X to get made, there had to be 9 films that preceded it, which had to do well enough. So that's reason number 1. 9 other movies made enough money, so that afforded the ability to make a Jason 10.
Yes.
And so someone thought, okay, well, we've done just about everything else in the Jason universe. What we haven't done is sent him to space.
Right.
So I actually pulled this up just to make sure I give you a good answer. So according to IMDb, Jason Voorhees is in Jason X. Jason Voorhees is cryogenically frozen at the beginning of the 21st century.
Of course, yes.
And is discovered in the 25th century and taken to space. He gets thawed and begins stalking and killing the crew of the spaceship that's transporting him. What that little piece of synopsis leaves out is that the spaceship that brings him aboard, so he gets cryogenically frozen early in the 21st century, which is the century we're in now.
Yeah.
Jason X came out all the way back in 2001. That's how old this movie is now. It's 23 years old.
Yeah.
And he gets picked up by the space crew of high school students. It's basically a school ship traveling around the galaxy or hovering above Earth or something like that. And they bring him on board. And then, of course, he thaws out and starts killing people and fun and creative ways.
Now, did this lead to Jason 11, like Jason versus Predator or Jason versus Alien?
Oh my God, I would love to watch those.
Of course you would.
Yes. Yeah, they're making it for you. That's what they're making the movie for you, Dan.
Well, here's the thing. It was right after Jason X that they actually did. That was right before they did the Freddy versus Jason crossover.
Oh, I didn't know that there was a Freddy versus Jason.
Yeah.
I
That
see.
was fun. It was a little bit of a letdown, if I'm being honest.
Was it?
I had higher hopes.
So did the box office. So did the makers of the movie.
Well,
yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it's. I don't know what the budget was and how much they.
$11. It was $11. Everybody had to bring their own. Freddie had to bring his own sweater. Like that's. They didn't even have enough for a wardrobe. I don't even think it was Robert Englund. I don't even think it was him in the movie.
Yeah, it was.
It's got to be his cousin, like Peter England, who was just like a meth head in Hollywood. Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, cryogenically frozen, goes to space with a bunch of high school students. Plausible. I can see that.
To give you an idea, okay, so this is Jason X.
Mm-hmm.
The budget was $11 million.
Wow.
In U.S. and Canada, the North American domestic gross is $13 million. Worldwide was 17. So, it made money.
It covered the cost of the movie and half the investors. So half the people lost money.
No, the whole movie made money.
No, you said it made worldwide made $17 million.
Yeah, so the budget was $11 million and it grossed 17.
And that typically doesn't cover the marketing and all that other stuff. So
that's correct.
Whatever. Jason, the Freddy and Jason film, however, had a huge budget by comparison with $30 million.
Oh, yeah.
And that worldwide gross $116 million.
Oh, okay. That one did make money.
Yeah. So Trey, I think you're on the right path. I think Jason versus Predator and Freddy versus Alien, all these things I think sound great. Let's cross them over. Let's do them all.
I want Jason versus Rocky. I want to see Stallone versus Jason Voorhees. Like that's what I want to. I think that would be an epic film. I think that would be.
You're making fun, but I actually want to see this.
Yeah. That's what I want to see. Jean-Claude Van Damme versus Freddy. Yeah.
I want to see Steven Seagal versus the Leprechaun.
I think that's an actual movie. I think that's
and I've seen it.
You're in the Treehouse. Visit us online at treehouseonair.com. You're in the Treehouse. Visit us online at treehouseonair.com.
Just like Aaron said, be sure to check out treehouseonair.com. While you're there, you can do a number of things, including donate to the Listeners Foundation. That is treehouseonair.com. The Listeners Foundation is a tab right there. You can click on to donate through PayPal, Venmo. If you even need to send a check in, there's ways to do that. Money's distributed to families of fallen police officers and firefighters killed in the line of duty in North Texas. It's been a big day inside the Treehouse. We learned a lot about a couple of our favorite horror franchises. And by favorite, I mean, I'm the only one that's seen apparently any of them when it comes to Trey and Raj. And so I feel lonely and alone. And when I'm lonely and alone, there's one place I turn to feel better. And that is birthdays. Today is Tuesday, October 22nd, 2024. Birthdays today. Little Jonathan Lipnicki, who was the little boy with the blonde hair and the black glasses in Jerry Maguire. Yep. He's 34 today.
Wow. And isn't he like a bodybuilder now?
I honestly don't know.
I believe he is. I think he's like jacked and like tatted up and Let's see.
I would like to see, in that case, I would like to see a Jerry Maguire too, where they're having to deal with a jacked up neck tattoo Jonathan Lipnicki. Other birthdays today, the youngest Hanson brother, Zach Hanson, is 39 today.
Wow.
Roseanne's son DJ from the Connors and Roseanne. Michael Fishman, he is 43 today. So it's all these child stars that are now approaching middle age, making us all feel even older. Jesse Tyler Ferguson, who plays Mitchell on Modern Family, he's 49 today. Rapper / singer Shaggy is 56. Olympic figure skater Brian Boitano, 61. Bob Odenkirk, who is now best known as Saul on Breaking Bad and Better Off Saul, he is 62 today. I still remember him fondly for his show with David Cross and on for the Mr. Show. Jeff Goldblum, phenomenal actor. He turns 72. And last but certainly not least, Christopher Lloyd turns 86 today. Best known as Doc Brown in the Back to the Future films. He was also Jim Ignatowski on Taxi, Uncle Fester in the Addams Family movies. The Addams Family movies, and the Klingon who killed Kirk's son in Star Trek III: The Search for Spock. Yeah, Christopher Lloyd is a prolific actor. Still, I think, going kind of strong. I think I saw him in a commercial just the other day. Although, if I'm being honest, I'm not sure if it was him or like an AI version of him.
No, I think it was him. I think I saw the same one.
Did you? Okay.
Yeah, he looks good.
I did see there was, because now you have all these trailers out that are artificial intelligence trailers, and sometimes they're very good, and you can't tell if this is a real movie that it's a trailer for, or if it's just a complete AI bot crap. I remember one I saw was for a Back to the Future 5 or something, and I think that may be what I saw, and it had Christopher Lloyd in it, and I was like, hey, it looks pretty good. Then I realized, oh, this is an AI trailer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought they were actually making another one.
Yeah, Michael J. Fox, really, have we seen him lately? No, he's not making a movie.
No, here's the thing. I think you can totally work Michael J. Fox's Parkinson's into the plot of any Back to the Future sequel, because he has traveled back and forth through time so many times that he's suffered flux capacitor radiation poisoning, and that's why he's got the shakes.
There you go. I like it. This is how these movies get made. This is how Jason in Space happened. That was the same guy pitched it. Same guy pitched it.
Not the same guy. This is my pitch, totally different. However, in mine, it wouldn't be such a bad thing if Jason Voorhees did show up and chase Marty McFly around.
Yes, Jason versus Marty. Let's make that happen. That's the saddest.
Just imagine the hijinks that could happen on the hoverboard.
I don't think Mike's using a hoverboard, buddy. I think he's going to be using a hover chair.
Well, I'll tell you what, Biff will be in for a hell of a surprise.
Yes, I want Biff versus Freddy. That's the movie. That's the movie we're all been waiting for. He's like, make like a tree and get out of here, and then just take the knives to the gut. That's I like it. That's fantastic.
Well, you remember how they did what sounded to be like a stupid premise, Cowboys versus Aliens, the movie? You know, it was Jon Favreau that did it, and Daniel Craig, who was James Bond, and it's a cowboy Western thing, but aliens invade, right? You could do the same thing. You take not Biff, but Mad Dog Tannen from Back to the Future 3 against aliens.
You saw Cowboys versus Aliens, didn't you?
Shut up.
Well,
what won't you see?
I'm still finding out.
Yeah, that's what the list we need. We need the list of movies Dan has said no. Like, I'm not saying that.
We need the one movie you won't see. Like it's not even a list. It's just an index of one movie and a footnote to why you won't see it.
I don't need your judgment. A-holes. Be sure to check out all things Treehouse at treehouseonair.com, and that includes following us on social media. For the show, it's at Treehouse On Air. For us individually, it's for me at the Dan O'Malley, for Trey at Trey Turnholm 1, and for Raj, it's at Comedian Raj. We will see you back Inside the Treehouse tomorrow.